Hello, welcome. It is finally time for a sketchbook tour, the first one. I haven't wrote the date that I finished this in, which was yesterday, but here's the stickers on the back. I don't remember where I got them all. I got them a lot of places in Fargo, so there's a lot of Fargo, Moorhead, Minnesota, and North Dakota, so there's a lot of artists from there. I really need to do a better job of keeping track of where the artists I get these tags from are from. I know this is the sock guy. This is from True North Cafe. That was from a water bottle. Creeper set. These two are both from the same guy. Concordia, rock climbing, Minnesota Zoo. I think I got that at Hot Topic. I don't remember. These ones are from artists, I think. This might have been just one of those grab ones, but these ones were all like one of those grab bin things. I think I got that like as a bonus sticker from something. I hated the texture of this one, so I covered it in tape. Some of them just kind of started coming up, so I covered it in tape. Anyways, I've spent a minute on the cover. Let's just get into it. So here's the front page. It's the 8th one, although it definitely is probably more than the 8th one because I don't really go by, hang on. Finished it yesterday. Let's go. There we go. Okay. But, I have a lot of journals and stuff, and so I never know what to call them, but we're calling this one Sketchbook 8, and the next one will be Sketchbook 9. But here are the goals for the whole page: figure studies, color, Instagram posts, dragons, paint. I did some of them. They're not very specific, like, that's kind of like just a generalized thing, but yeah, this is a dragon I designed. He likes to read books. Moving on. So I take a lot of the stuff from like homework or things that I've been. So I was at Pride here, and it's all out of order, so this is kind of like some of the thumbnails, but this was from a homework assignment, I think it was bacon and eggs. Here's the parts, and then I was doing homework for percussion methods, and so this is like the order of the song: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Those are the measures. So if you want to play it, there you go. This is just some random drawing there. I was making a scene for Dungeons and Dragons, I think, and I never filled in this space, so I just put random stickers that I found from the magazine. There's free inserts everywhere. This was from a teaching convention. We do a celebration of student scholarship, which is like where people do presentations or whatever. I was taking notes on something from a art book. This is like prescription stuff, so don't look too closely there, I guess. I don't think there's anything that will actually be things that can do anything, but I was feeling really sad, and so that's that. And then this is a bar scene for D&D. I never really used it, but I designed a bar scene. Oh, this one's fun. Okay, so this was from a scholarship dinner. I took words from it and made a poem. So we have: greet your donors warmly, make eye contact, wave or shake their hands, help them find food, silverware, meet here about your Concordia experience. What is meaningful to you? Welcome to the Cobber experience. Why choose Concordia major? Favorite memories? Questions to go deeper? They will also have food. Your donors are excited to share conversation with you. Here you have family, support, stories to share for ages. Capture the moment. Take a picture. Your time has died down. Know how much you enjoyed your time. I'm missing something there, I think. I think it fell off, but there should be like time or something there. This was also for a methods class. There used to be like a whole page, but I didn't like it, so I took it out. This was from a puzzle donor. I'm gonna move her thing so that she's not in there. But more sadness, I guess. There's more in here too, but yeah. This was a drawing I saw on Instagram. These are a bunch of paint swatches. This is more from that puzzle. This is a little thing I cut out from a miniature. That's from a magazine sticker. My ring is citrine from the crystal store. This is from a local brewery in Moorhead. Paint swatches I drew at Home Depot. A bunch of stuff from when I went to Panama. So the ticket, we saw a sloth thing. Me, butterfly, we went to a butterfly thing. This is from the coffee, so I cut it out of the coffee bag that I got there. And then on our last night, this was our menu that we had. 2 card things that I guess I had in my wallet that I didn't want anymore. This is characters, dragons from the game Flamecraft. Paradox was a local card store in Fargo. And then I drew these. They're just random drawings. More from Junkyard. I don't know where this course is, but it's like a rainbow iridescent one. More of the citrine, and this is from a jewelry I made and I gave to a friend. Band that went to Concordia, that they are a group there that I saw. 2 weed stores in Moorhead and Fargo. Okay, this one is a bunch of paper things, and I originally done white and then I didn't like it, so I wrote over it with black, but now it's really hard to read. But it's I am but paper, brittle and thin. I am held up to the sun, and it never shines right through me. I get written on, and I can never be used again. These scratches are a history, they're a story. They tell things for others to read, but they only see the words and not what the words are written upon. I am but paper, and though there are many like me, none are exactly the same. I am parched parchment, I have lines. I have holes, get me wet, and I melt. Light me on fire, and I burn. Take me in hardened hands, and I crumble. I tear, I am but paper, brittle and thin. And it's funny because it's written on paper. But I think it looks kind of cool with the rest of it. It's just hard to read. But anyways, this is a bunch of stuff with my roommates and D&D, and we had a flamingo thing outside. There's a market out there. Message from them. This is D&D planning stuff. Yeah, not much there. We stood on the counter though. Yeah. Here's more D&D stuff. This is a bunch of stuff that, like, this is the last Mozart candy wrapper I got from when one of my roommates went to Germany, so I put it in here. Found this on the streets of Germany. This is from Verst in Fargo. It was on the little toothpick they give you. Duck store in Berlin. This was one of our hostile things. It was put in my tattoo. You can't see it. There it is. Sorry, I'm recording this on my phone because my GoPro is dead and out of space, and yeah, there's other reasons for that. All right. So now we got, sometimes you will only know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Out of the murky mud of life grows the purely beautiful lotus flower, trusting in its own unfolding. I really like doing like quote kind of stuff with random papers. These are a bunch of the Hermitcraft YouTubers. This was for a painting I did for my dad for his birthday. This was a Minecraft house idea I had that I never executed, but I have a ton of these Minecraft stickers, so whatever. And this is not a sticker. I drew that, so that's cool. I feel like there's a page in there. Yeah. Oh, it's just random paint, but I really like how this one turned out. I think it looks really cool with all the colors and how they didn't really bleed together, which happens a lot when you do stuff like this. So that was nice. Just some random people. I like the cone on the head, and this is, I think this is an image I copied, but it's very similar to the world I'm building, where there's robots and stuff. So yeah, I got this. Oh, I actually wrote, there's the artist. Not sure if it's for both of these. This is from a magazine, or not a magazine, that like random kick collage books. Drawing the head and hands. This is an art book. I was learning it and doing it, and this is from that puzzle. It's the instructions that are in Japanese. Drecker is another brewery in Fargo. Oh, we have some Into the Spider-Verse characters. Drew the whole gang. He's probably my favorite. Feels so long since I drawn this, but yeah. Oh, and this, I like this one. So this is a Noah Kahn lyric from Call Your Mom. Don't let this darkness fool you. All lights turned off can be turned on. So it's my hand with a flashlight flame. There's an actual real life photo that I used of this, of my hand doing that, so that I could figure out how to get the flame to work. So yeah, I really like that one. But I got this from the Christmas market. Yeah. And then this is just kind of a garbage spread. There's not much to it. Unglued is in Brouhaha, which is that. It's a part of Drecker. Oh, I wanted to do this, like, personificating villagers in Minecraft and creating, like, actual, like, spreads for them. I think that would be really cool, and I did. The weaponsmith, one of them I did a little bit, but I never really went further with that, but it would be cool to get back to that. Figure studies. I did a crossword with my friend Kat. It was like the first crossword I've done in a while, and yeah, so that was fun. My dad does them obsessively. Not obsessively, he just does them every day. I don't remember where I got this, but it's in here. More figure studies. Here's the plan for the darkness. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a broken light bulb, but I really like the idea of the flame because it's like you literally turn, you know. This is more stuff of notes. This is, I got it at Unglued, different type of breweries that they have in Fargo. Worked at the escape rooms in Fargo, so I got a sticker from there. Can't remember the artist, but I think it's the same as the one back there, but anyways. Oh, here's the big one with the meds, but yeah, I'm gonna blur that out probably because, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not on them anymore, but like, I'm trying to flush them. That's what's happening there, I guess, but yay. So here's the next page. This is from on the Berlin Wall. It's the men kissing there. I didn't like that version, so I did it again, and I don't know if I still like it, but there's a lot of Pride things here, so I must have been around Pride, maybe. Another Minecraft house design I had that didn't get executed, but oh, I just fixed this page yesterday. Oh my gosh, it looked so much worse. The black was not solid black, and it was, oh, it made me want to throw up. But yeah, here's some SpongeBob characters. I'm not sure the guidelines, but if I might turn some of them into stickers because I think that could be fun now that I've drawn them. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in this. There's a lot of characters that will probably be turned into stickers because we'll get to that later. But yeah, here is, I have this, I can grab it, hang on. I have this anatomy coloring book. Oh, it got folded. That's okay. But it's got like all kinds of stuff. I think I got that from here. These photos from one of those pages. But yeah, highly recommend. It's very thorough. It goes down the systems, and it's like actually teaches you and has the knowledge on there. So that's cool. Anyways, anatomy over. Didn't like that one, so that's why I covered it up. More paint swatches, another weed store. That's the stings that come on the paint cans at Home Depot. I don't work there anymore, so you know, it's what it is. This is from the McDonald's when they had the Minecraft toys. I got the Big Mac crystal. It's so pathetic. It's just a cube. Like, can't they give me something that actually, I don't, like a character? But this is another idea I had for Minecraft. I don't remember quite what it was, but it was about a farm. So there's that. A shoe, some random things where you just grab some markers and draw some stuff. Oh, here's some more, but this is Mario characters. Never ended up finishing them, but I just, I don't know. Other things came more pressing. Oh, okay, this one's fun. Okay, so this is a bunch of stuff from work at Home Depot. So there was a Veterans Day competition across all Home Depot stores to design an apron that was for the Veterans Day theme. So this was the apron I ended up designing. Really proud of how that turned out. And then we get to decorate our own, so I had 2 dragons on mine. But then we can open this up, maybe, and we get so much more. So this is a bunch of the paint swatches I collected. If customers would bring them up, I would just cut them out like keep them and then cut them out later. And then I would take some and draw some. So we have Garfield, got a snail, got a strawberry, koi. That would zoom out, but it's a receipt, and yeah. So there's that. The fridge, okay. So this is one of the laminated things from Concordia of no alcohol on campus, and I just have it, and I stuck it in here. Here's a movie ticket to Deadpool. I was gonna draw Deadpool, but I never did. The fridge is at our house. The fridge stopped working, so we put everything in the freezer. So instead of it being the freezer, it was the fridge. So I kept it's very water stained, but I kept it in here. So all right, now we get into the main bulk of the sketchbook and what makes it a huge beast. Like, this thing is thick. I have drawn every single Smash character in this book. And unfortunately you won't get to see them all in this. You'll get to see about 4 spreads. There's about 20. So I will be making a separate video on that because, oh my gosh, did this take forever, but it was highly rewarding. Here's all of them. I just finished them yesterday. Oh my god. But yeah, so here's 4 of them, but I did them in random orders. And the last one was Simon I don't know how his last name, but it was Simon. So yeah, we'll stop eventually here, but I was working on some Japanese. There's 3 alphabet systems. So there's hiragana, which is that. There's katakana, which they're the same sounds. They're just different characters. So you can kind of see how, like, we have the WRYMN. That's that. And then that. So like our W there versus our W there. They're both a law. Anyways, you don't really care about that probably. But I can't remember I think I got this at Pride. But I don't know. I liked it. Here's, oh no. Are you kidding? I forgot you. No. I just said I finished. I forgot you. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess he lives in peace. I'm done. Like, I'll come back to you eventually, someday, somehow. I don't know. This is from Black Clover. It's the entrance. This is done in gouache. I really like this one. Okay, we're halfway, and I designed this like cool halfway Mario, like the halfway point in a Mario game, and it's chaotically creating that hit it instead of Mario. He's close, but he failed. Okay, and here's the sketches for it. Okay, here's an actual Smash character page finished. So we got that. But I never really planned out the layout. They just kind of appeared. I would draw a character. This one was the first one that was drawn on this page. I would just draw a character and then plan it out as I went. I'm so upset I missed one. Oh my god. I have a raccoon deck for Magic, and so I've been wanting to design a card sleeve for them. So I have that. I can put up a clip of what it looks like because it's pretty cute, but I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, the raccoons. Here's more of the raccoon stuff. That was a class schedule. Not a whole lot, but interesting. I saw a raccoon in a zoo. I should have printed it out a little bigger though. This is a commission for my friend Alyssa. Here they are. Starbird Lounge is another. It's a cocktail bar. I couldn't remember the word. This is I made at Junkyard, where they have a bunch of the stickers you can take, and I cut them out and put them on here, and I didn't mail the postcard to anybody. I put it in my sketchbook. Oh, and this I found at a local art thing, art market. an art museum. Oh my god. You had to like draw one and then you could take one. And so I drew one and I took one. This was for my 3D design class. We had to go to, this was the same day as that museum. That's where I got that. We had to go to this museum and pick something and draw a picture of it. So I drew this little guy. It's hard to see, but that's what I drew there. And then I wrote off of it. I don't remember what it's about, but you can read it and pause it if you really want to. Here is when we went to nature and we had to turn a pumpkin or some form of natural fruit. I got a pumpkin, which I recreated the pumpkin in the clay, whatever. And you had to turn that into something weird. So I turned it into this weird, like, monster grum thing, whatever. And then we took a balloon and filled it with, what was it filled with? I can't remember what it was filled with, but the balloon then we carved it. You could it was plaster. You could then carve it once you took the balloon off. And I made dragon egg, which I can go get a clip of. Okay, so this is the thing and its finished design. It's called Dragon Heart, because it looks like a dragon egg and it looks like there's a heart in the inside, kind of. So yeah. Here is some more notes. Origin and I think. More notes. This was a painting from painting. It was a sketch of it. Here's another sample sketch. I wish the composition, I like it. I loved the ending, like the piece is great. It just, the canvas I used is way too big and there's not enough stuff on it, so there's a ton of empty space and I want to add something. These were extra cutouts from art history, and then these were from Concordia as well. All from Concordia. I don't remember where I got that one, but, oh, there's the egg finished. Oh, so this is the stuff designed for the Home Depot thing. We have these day quote things that one of my roommates had, so I had a ton of extra ones, so I put that one in there. Back in COVID, they had these little tag things. Oh, this one's an interactive one. Light bulb, most original. But you would flip them on the table, and if it wasn't clean, it would be flipped this way. And if it was clean, it would be this way. I know, how thoughtful. So then we also did metalwork of cast iron jewelry. So you made it in wax first, and then you put it in this. You put hot metal in this spinner thing with the mold, and then it created the wax created the mold, and then, yeah, it was a whole thing. But I made this jewelry. So, yeah, I don't have the earrings anymore because I gave them to a roommate, but I have the ring. I might have it here. Hang on. Okay, I found the jewelry I have still. So this is the ring. It's a very big one, and I wish it ended up being a bit smaller, but hey, it's okay. I had to make it big because I have big fingers. But anyways, and then this one is with a bee. And that was a real bee at one point. But the science department gives them to them. So, but yeah, these took a ton of work, just trying to iron out all of the little imperfections of it. But I think they turned out really cool. So now the ring is gonna just stay there for now on my thumb. But okay, so I did what is it? Why am I blanking? The thing in Drawtober or whatever it is. I should try doing that. Inktober, that's the word. Oh my god, I did Inktober this would have been 2024. But yeah, so we got Shapeshift, so it's a man turning into a werewolf. We got Vampire, so it's a vampire bat. Shapeshifter, more of it. Frankenstein, so I made like a robot Frankenstein. Alien, so it's an alien blob. Exotic bird. Witch's brew bone. Yeah, they weren't really, wasn't a matter of being detailed, it was a matter of getting something drawn. Oh, I love this page. So this is a bunch of music stuff. A ton of music friends. It's from Concordia, it's from marching band, it's from sectionals, like all kinds of just, this was on confetti from one of my last days of a performer. Did a musical, Beauty and the Beast. I was in the pit playing flute, so I drew the cover of it, which I colored it, but I never got to it. There's just so much to do. All right, here's more Inktober. That was the Grimm. So we got a bunch of Grimm characters, like Rapunzel let down her hair. It's in the tower. I don't remember the wolf, but yeah. Here's some of the other ones. The Black Lagoon is funny with the little guy coming out of it. Yeah. I turned this into a piece of art. I will grab that. This is the art it was for painting. This is what the final ended up being, but I don't know. I think I like this version better. I like the rectangle size rather than the square, but it still turned out cool. Okay, this is a busy page. So I'm not gonna open this, but it's a playbill from when I was student teaching. It was their musical. This is a note I got from a student. And then we do this thing called Warm and Fuzzies on band tour. So that's what all of these writing things are. And then I drew little cards for all my students in my adapted music class. I drew a little card for them all. Yeah, that's this. It's a fun little interactive one. Nice thoughtful words from my fellow musicians. The knower of the mystery of sound knows the mystery of the whole universe. I like this. This was one of my students, one of the other students in my 3D design class. They called theirs The Pest in the Hazelnut Tree, which I liked. But that was cool, so I wrote it down and put it in there. Here's the menu thing from Starbird. We made a coaster set, or we had to do something with wood. So I made a coaster set. It was meant to represent a word. So my word was to embrace. And so, like, when you use a coaster, you're usually, like, sharing a drink, or you're doing something with someone else usually. And the coaster kind of looks like, the set kind of looks like a Minecraft house. And then each of the different types of wood kind of look like different types of Minecraft wood. I also have this here. Let me find it. Oh, here's the coaster set. So this comes off, maybe. And we got like an oak, an acacia, dark oak, and like a spruce. I don't know the actual names of the wood, but that's what my mind was thinking of when I made them. And they're like sanded and rounded. These took a while to make, and I really like this set and how it turned out. And the idea really came to life, so that's cool always. But yeah, that's that. Okay, we got 2 pages left, and then the rest are Smash, and that will be the end. Okay, here's one more Smash page. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna save a lot of the stuff that I have to say about the Smash characters for the Smash video, so you just get to kind of see some of the beginning ones here. And then this is the last one. So basically here on out is all Smash characters, sneak peek there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're looking forward to the Smash video, let me know in the comments, because I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of work into it, so if you guys could get hyped for it, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, subscribe, share, really helps to get the word out, and let people know what I'm doing. So thanks again, and this has been Chaotically Creating. Bye.